Hello and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host, Irene-Mari van der Walt, and today we are celebrating Social Security Day. We are joining you from the Salt Restaurant at Bayview Hotel in Dolphin Beach, and the local musician Riaan Smith will be telling us about his latest venture to restructure the Namibian music industry through his company Tribe One Productions. We will also be telling you a little bit about the old train station building in Swakopmund, and then I will be bringing you the latest news, weather, tides, and upcoming events. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after this. So in today's news, the National Theatre of Namibia is looking to go online as their production, The Tone of Representation, has been rescheduled twice. So the Tone of Representation it looks to highlight the coloured and busted experience in Namibia, as they are somewhat seen by themselves and sometimes by other groups as somewhat in the middle between the different cultural groups. So larger than the coloured and busted experience in Namibia, this play looks to speak into identity and representation in a contemporary Namibia. So the play features Lisa Aller as Sis, but she also stands in the shoes of the director and the writer. Adriana Fusagi will accompany her as the character of Bud. Rodelio Lewis and Roberto Menegoso will play the drag queens Mavis and Gigi. Eames Nicolau will support with live music. Then, on the 18th of August at 6 o'clock on the National Theatre of Namibia's Facebook page, there will be a chat with the actors, which will include writer and director Lisa Aller. So the public can then tune in. This is going to be interactive, so they can tune in. They can ask their questions via comments, and then the actors will obviously answer their questions. In a second story, 21-year-old Samsi Shivi released an album entitled Divine Comfort. He was born in Kwekwe, Zimbabwe, and came to Namibia hoping to make it big on the music and sport fronts in Namibia. He says that the album contains inspirational songs and Afro-gospel songs, and he was quoted in saying that he hopes to share hope. He says that he has known some tough times in growing up in the ghetto, and hopes to share a message of hope and a message that things will get better. For this album, he collaborated with young Kevin, and in the past was known to only sing in his mother tongue. But Divine Comfort is largely in English to reach a wider audience, to bring his message of hope and his art and his music to a bigger audience. So 7 of the 10 songs on Divine Comfort are in English, and 3 of the 10 are a mixture of English and Shona. He says that the most sentimental song on the album. So joining us today, all the way from Windhoek, is musician would be My Boss, which is supposed to represent sexual harassment. Then, lastly, the SPCA of Walvis Bay is hosting a virtual run. So on the 26th of August, which is Heroes Day, the Walvis Bay SPCA is calling on the public to be their heroes via donations. So 11 runners are going to cover 24 kilometers in 24 hours. They are going to use the Strava app to measure their speeds and measure where they are running, how far they are running, their distances. And then the public and local businesses are asked to please sponsor a runner so as to raise funds for the Walvis Bay SPCA. So the organizer, Irene-Mari, says that the idea originally came from the Otjiwarongo SPCA, and that they had to do something to get in donations and to get in funds, seeing that in the time of pay cuts and in the time of retrenchments, donations are the first thing that people cut on, which is an understandable move, but is not good for the Walvis Bay SPCA. She has also said that the public has immaculately cared for the Walvis Bay SPCA in the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, saying that there were times where she was stressing about, for example, their veterinary bill, and she would get a call from the vet saying that their bill has been paid in full. She believes that the support from the public is due to the relationship the Walvis Bay SPCA shares with them. So they have a goal to raise about 50,000 Namibian dollars through this virtual run, and so far have reached 6,000 Namibian dollars. Some of you might recall when the Walvis Bay SPCA, in a bid to raise funds, also aimed for $50,000, they locked Stefan Ludik, the singer, in a kennel, and the public had to bail him out. So they originally aimed for $50,000, but they reached almost 102,000 Namibian dollars. So hopefully this can be another reality for them. The 102,000 can be a reality for the Walvis Bay SPCA again. So that is all for your news for today. Who recently started a production company called Tribe One Productions. So Riaan, I hope everything is still well. I hope you guys in Windhoek are still coping. But I want to know from you, where did the idea for Tribe One Productions start?
The idea to start Tribe One started many years ago when I was living abroad between South Africa and also the States and the Caribbean. And I always saw that Namibia had has amazing talent here, but no real representation. And so what I see in the Namibian market is a real need for administration and assistance in terms of entertainment. So when it comes to the artists or the venues, just having cohesion and communication and coming together so that we can breed a more functional scene that's really united. And that's why we started Tribe One in Namibia, is to really bring all the artists together and all the people who love entertainment.
Okay, and then I would like to know, what makes Tribe One different, and why is it different to bring something like Tribe One into the Namibian context?
What makes Tribe One different is that we are representing artists as well as venues. And there's the difference, is that a lot of agencies just represent the musicians, the artists, the performers, but we also represent the venues and the clients and the people who want to put on the events. This makes it easier for everyone to be able to come together and to realize their dreams and their goals.
Okay, yes, and then musicians who would choose to get into touch with Tribe One and to collaborate and work with Tribe One, would they have to pay you a lump sum for your services, or do you take a percentage of their earnings?
In terms of costs involved in the way we work our business model, it mostly relies on, when we're putting on our own events, on ticket sales and getting a percentage thereof, also booking our artists and giving them opportunities, but also taking a percentage thereof. So we don't charge our artists any basic fees or anything, as well as our clients. We just work on a commission basis. Also, we'll work out particular deals, and it's a case-by-case basis most of the time when we're dealing with venues or entertainment providers, also say corporates and companies, or whatever it may be, work in very different ways. So there's not one size-fits-all business model. It is very much a let's discuss it and see what our goals are and work it out together.
Then I want to know from you the biggest aim of Tribe One Productions.
The aim of Tribe One is to really unite the entire Namibian creative culture. We want to bring all walks of life together. We want to be able to cross those divides and really come together as Namibians. With our shared resources, we have amazing talent here. We have amazing production companies. We have incredible venues. And the idea is that we can all start speaking and communicating together so that we can build this culture together, because it doesn't take one. Tribe One is not the only company in this entire country. There's thousands. And what we aim to do is to bring them all together to a table and have us figure out how we can help each other. Because with our shared resources, shared creative ideas, and shared goals, we can create magic in this country.
Okay, and then what do you think are the biggest problems that the entertainment industry in Namibia faces?
I think the biggest problem facing Namibian arts and culture is a lack of respect for the arts from our government. Throughout the years, there's been lots of funding that is slashed and taken and reappropriated into different ways. And a country is very powerful when they're able to show their talents and boost those talents and get behind them. And what we could really use is a stronger support, besides from the people, from the population, but also from the government. What we also see is that there's not a lot of respect towards themselves as artists. They feel that there's always this idea that the internationals are better, but they forget that to somewhere else, they are international. And Namibians are fantastic artists, and they do deserve a place on the world stage. So I truly believe if we get behind our Namibian artists and really boost them, then we have our place on the world stage and we can compete. We can really show that we are a country full of amazing talents. And I believe that our people and our government should get behind our artists.
Yes, and lastly, what kind of impact are you hoping to have in Namibia through Tribe One Productions? What changes are you hoping to make to the industry via Tribe One?
The effect we aim to have as Tribe One on the Namibian arts industry, be it music, be it theatre, dance, productions in general, is we aim to bring all the artists together so we can see more collaboration, so we can see more cross-pollination of cultures, of styles of music, of genre, and to really put ourselves forward as Namibians and not separate ourselves any further. We are able to compete on a global level, so our aim is to really boost the incomes of our local artists and also boost the stature of our local artists on the international stage.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us all the way from Windhoek today, Riaan. Thank you for speaking with us. That was all you need to know about Riaan Smith's newest venture, Tribe One Productions. And now for your upcoming events. The Ecclesia community will host the Walvis Bay Prayer Drive today, the 14th of August from 6 o'clock. Then the Alicia Gone Mad discussion on abortion will take place online on Tuesday the 18th of August from 7 o'clock. Then lastly, the Integritas Financial Management and Auditing will host a Basics in Accounting 2 half-day course starting on the 20th of August from 8 o'clock.
Originally designed to be a train station by architect Riaan Smith in 1900, this building went on to become an icon in the coastal town of Swakopmund. When looking at the building, one can recognize the neo-Renaissance style and sharp, clean edges so commonly seen in German architecture. Riaan Smith's vision was a grand yet functional building to ensure a well-run train station as part of the first railway linking Windhoek and Swakopmund in what was then Southwest Africa. The erection of the station building in the late 19th century was finalized on 25 October 1900 by means of a contract between the Kaiser Eisenbahnverwaltung and the Swakopmunder Handelsgesellschaft. Construction work started in January 1901, and in October the same year the building was completed. The station building is decidedly the most impressive of Swakopmund's old buildings. The tower, however, for which it is well known for, was added later as an afterthought by architect W. Zander. From 1907 to 1910, when Swakopmund had 2 railway companies, competition was so fierce that in 1910 the station was closed down for a while. For those traveling by train, it meant the luggage was collected at one's home. There was a network of trams all over Swakopmund, and mule-drawn trolleys could be seen transporting people, baggage and other goods. The station building was meticulously renovated and returned to its former glory after being declared a national monument in 1972. The building was revived in 1994 as a hotel when Dr. Sam Nujoma officially opened the Swakopmund Hotel and Entertainment Center on 10 December 1994.
Add us on Facebook,
Instagram, Twitter.
contact us via WhatsApp. Our daily show starts with the Afrikaans program Soggens met Shaal, perfect for the Afrikaans lovers.
Then it's time for the women's magazine program, The Mid-Morning Breeze with Olivia.
And for the youngsters and game fanatics, join Cody on the 3 to 6 drive. West Coast FM, your host at the coast.
In your weather and tides for today, the 3 central coastal towns saw low tide at about 20 minutes to 6 this morning and saw high tide at around 10 minutes past 12 just now. Low tide expected again at 6 o'clock tonight and a high tide expected at about 25 minutes past midnight tomorrow morning. Walvis Bay saw sunrise at 27 minutes past 7 and the same goes for Swakopmund. But Swakopmund also saw sunset at 46 minutes past 6 and the same for Walvis Bay. Walvis Bay expects a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius with a west-northwesterly wind prevailing for today. For tomorrow, a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. And on Sunday, a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius expected. Swakopmund expects a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius today with a west-northwesterly wind prevalent. A minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius, and the same goes for Sunday. Henty's Bay saw sunrise also at 27 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 43 minutes past 6 tonight. Maximum of 19 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind prevailing. A minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 16 degrees Celsius expected for tomorrow, and for Sunday, a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius. Aranda saw sunrise at 25 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 45 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 30 degrees Celsius with a northwesterly wind prevailing. For tomorrow, a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. And on Sunday, Aranda expects a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 24 degrees Celsius. Osaka saw sunrise at 22 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 43 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 34 degrees Celsius with a northerly wind prevailing. For tomorrow in Osakos, a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. And on Sunday, a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. Karibub saw sunrise at 21 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 42 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 32 degrees Celsius with a northerly wind prevailing. For tomorrow, a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. And on Sunday in Karibub, a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. Omaruru saw sunrise at 20 minutes past 7 this morning and expects sunset at 42 minutes past 6 tonight. A maximum of 32 degrees Celsius with a northerly wind prevailing. For tomorrow, a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. Omaruru on Sunday also expects a 31 degrees Celsius maximum with a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius. And that is your weather and tides for today and this weekend. That unfortunately brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. But before we say goodbye, congratulations are in order for Ivan David Smith, who is the winner of our Namport competition. So Ivan, please do get in contact via our WhatsApp number 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040 to claim your prize. There's still 3 weeks left and still 3 more goodie bags to be given away. So if you didn't win this time, better luck next week. So then also you can get into contact with us for your news tips, send us your videos, and if you want to advertise with us, get in touch with us at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. You can also get in touch with us via our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or you can check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all your latest Erongo news. So until next week, please stay safe, please stay healthy, please adhere to the curfew, sanitize your hands, wear your masks, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you again next week.
Whosoever believes in him should not perish, for everlasting life is the way, the truth, and the life. It's Jesus, my Lord. heart.